Hello, welcome, this is A Gameplay for All Seasons, and on this Hogwarts Legacy video, we are going to be talking about Diagon Alley. So first off, why is everyone so interested about Diagon Alley when it comes to Hogwarts Legacy? Well, I'd say the answer to that question is probably relatively straightforward to most of you. And that is, it is such an iconic part of the Wizarding world. It's almost the first real taste of magic that we get from either the books or the films, whichever way you were first introduced to this series. And for a lot of people, that's where it feels like the Hogwarts journey begins. But the real question for Hogwarts Legacy is Diagon Alley going to be in the game? And that's what we're going to be talking about here. So there are a few things to consider. The very first thing is it has not yet been definitely confirmed either way whether it is or is not in the game. That is contrary to some things you may be seeing on the internet. I've seen in multiple places and on some videos people listing Diagon Alley as a place that has been confirmed in the game. It's not been confirmed, certainly not that I'm aware of, but I think some people have just automatically assumed that's the case, and then when other people have been writing articles, they've just picked that up from what they've seen elsewhere. And that's probably mainly from the fact that most people, when they think of the Wizarding world, think to themselves that the place you're going to automatically go to is Diagon Alley, because to them that is the only place that they know of that you can get all the Wizarding supplies that you need. Now, let's think about Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy is not a game that you are starting as a first year. You are coming in as a fifth year. It's not even clear if you are starting right at the beginning of the year. And we also don't know whether our character would have been London-based in the first place anyway, because it is not the case that the only place that you can get your wands and all your various Wizarding supplies, your cauldrons, your robes, your pets, is actually Diagon Alley, because there's somewhere much closer to Hogwarts that you can get all these things, and that is Hogsmeade. So in a way, you don't really need Diagon Alley because you have Hogsmeade. And we've already seen quite a lot of Hogsmeade. We've seen it in various videos, particularly the 14-minute trailer. And in there, you can see lots of shops that are there, many of them Wizarding supplies. And in particular, you can see in the background of one of the shots that we see Ollivanders. So you can absolutely get your wand there. Almost, what's the point in having Ollivanders if you are not getting your wand there? So that does not lend itself to thinking that Diagon Alley will be in there. Now, it's absolutely true that it is such an iconic place. They could be leaving it till later and nearer the release date to reveal Diagon Alley, because that will get a lot of media attention. However, we have seen quite a lot of the game. We've started to see maps. We've seen lots of locations. We've had locations told to us. And so far, Diagon Alley does not appear. Everything seems to be in and around Hogwarts. Now, there are other theories going around on the internet about why Diagon Alley will be in it. One in particular is the fact that you see a particular swirling pattern behind the main character in a very short part of the 14-minute trailer we were given. And some people have pointed to the fact that that is very similar to J.K. Rowling's original drawings of what the entrance to Diagon Alley would look like, i.e. not what we saw in the films, where the way you went through the wall was different, the way the bricks moved, but it was more of a swirling pattern, and that does appear in the trailer. However, that is potentially just an Easter egg, or maybe it's just taking you somewhere else and they thought that was quite a nice way to get you there. So I don't really think that says that you are going to be going to Diagon Alley. So what is my feeling from all of those things I've just mentioned? Will Diagon Alley be in the game? Well, my opinion is that Hogwarts Legacy will not have Diagon Alley in it. Now, that is not confirmed either way, but at the moment, I think that's the sensible way to be leaning. Do let me know your opinion on whether you think Diagon Alley will be in the game or whether there's any evidence I haven't gone through. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to keep your ear to the ground and make sure you know all the latest developments on Hogwarts Legacy. I always appreciate a like if you're so willing, and I'll see you on the next video.